We all missed this on Monday Night Raw last night. During CM Punk's promo, he teased when we may finally see the showdown between him and Drew McIntyre. Also, we're going to talk about Drew McIntyre's injury and how big of implications that has on the feud between him and CM Punk. Also, we're going to talk about the King of the Ring bracket and some early predictions on who we think is going to win King of the Ring. All that and much more coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. But before we get into it, we gotta say that 97% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you enjoy wrestling, you're looking for a place for daily wrestling content here on YouTube, you found the right place here at Wrestle Digest. We're going to be here every day breaking down all the latest wrestling news all around the world, so you're not going to want to miss out on that. So make sure you're down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, let's go right into the first topic of the video, which is we all missed this on Raw. And yes, last night, as we've seen, CM Punk came to the ring and delivered an amazing promo in my eyes, an A+ promo. That was great. Had some great drops in there. Talked about Gordie Howe being in Hartford, which was really cool. As a hockey fan myself, he also dropped a lot of other stuff. But at the end, when he put the mic down and he stared at the camera, he said this. He said, "I'm going to find you. If you make me go to Glasgow, Scotland, I'm going to be hiding in a bowl of haggis and I'm going to pop out and I'm going to break your face." And this may have went over a lot of people's heads, but after some digging and trying to find out what he said here, a lot of people are speculating online that CM Punk teased when the big match between himself and Drew McIntyre is finally going to happen. And a lot of people are speculating that it's going to be at the Clash at the Castle. And where is the Clash at the Castle? In Glasgow, Scotland. So saying that, you know, if he has to go to Glasgow and pop out and break your face, it kind of means that, hey, maybe we should do this match in your home country. A big match, obviously, coming up between these guys. This feud has been going on for on and on ever since CM Punk dealt with that tricep injury at the Royal Rumble. So it'll be really nice to see that all culminate at the Clash at the Castle, Scotland. I really do think that this hint kind of means that we will see this match maybe potentially as the main event there. I think it just makes sense. It all depends on the timetable around CM Punk. He's not wearing that arm brace anymore. It seems like he's getting himself back into shape. So, you know, the pay-per-view is not till the middle of June, so we still have about a month and some change here to see CM Punk recover from this injury and potentially be fit to wrestle at Clash at the Castle in Scotland. And I think him dropping this hint kind of makes it seem like this is what's going to happen. But there is something else that happened last night that might, you know, implicate that this match may not happen in Scotland, and that is Drew McIntyre being pulled from the King of the Ring tournament. Shortly before Raw went on the air, General Manager Adam Pearce posted a video on Twitter announcing that McIntyre was not medically able to compete on the show, which resulted in Jey Uso taking his place in the King of the Ring tournament. And obviously, we see him, Drew McIntyre, dealing with a elbow injury. We see him with it taped up now 2 weeks in a row. So this may mean, you know, that he might not be fit for competition during Clash at the Castle Scotland, which would be devastating for a lot of those fans. Obviously, the big draw in Scotland is Drew McIntyre, but maybe this was just a work as well. It could be a work for him to get him out of the King of the Ring tournament, to maybe just heal a little bit more, make sure he's ready to go for Clash at the Castle Scotland, because he has been wrestling quite a lot as of late. So that makes sense to me as well. But what does this mean for the future feud between Punk and McIntyre? Because right now, both of these guys are technically injured. So both of these guys need to heal. They need to get back to training. They need to get themselves back in order to wrestle in the WWE. So hopefully both of these guys can recover fairly quickly and get back to wrestling, because we never want to see anybody go down with injury in any sport, especially in wrestling, because it can really derail the momentum. But one thing that this hasn't done is derail the momentum of this feud. It's made it so much better. I mean, last night we seen Drew McIntyre pull away in the parking garage as CM Punk pulled in. That was a great part of the night, in my opinion, as well. And I really love to see this match culminate in Scotland, because I think that would be the perfect place to do it. CM Punk trying to beat Drew in his home country, and Drew trying to finally shut the door on CM Punk after he cost him the championship. So that was a big thing that came out, and I think I want to get your guys' opinions on it. Do you think this means that it was potentially leaked and that the match is going to happen in Scotland? Because I really hope so. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think. But there was another thing that popped up during the CM Punk promo, and that was him saying, because you're a choke artist, not like how I'm a choke artist, Pat, two very different things. And obviously you can read the rest of the quote if you want, but that's the big statement. And this quote also went over a lot of people's heads, where he potentially took a shot at Jack Perry here, because he's saying, you're not a choke artist, I'm a choke artist. Going to that guillotine choke he had on Jack Perry back in AEW in the backstage of All In. So that was pretty cool. He kind of took a shot at Jack Perry there, saying he's a choke artist by giving him the guillotine back at All In. That was another great quote from CM Punk in that segment. Like I said, if you haven't seen that segment from Raw this past Monday, you got to go check it out. It was amazing promo work. Make sure to go check that out. And let me know what you think about that comment as well. I thought I had to include that in here because I thought it was a funny one to share with you guys. But we're going to get into the second topic here, which is King of the Ring has a new bracket as of yesterday, as of Monday. As we see here, the first round went off on Monday Night Raw with some crazy matches last night. We seen Gunther beat Sheamus in the main event, which was a fantastic match. I mean, both these guys are so familiar with each other. I think it was their third time facing in the ring, so that was great to see as well. Kofi and Ray apparently is scheduled for a live event for WWE Live House Show. I think that they had a lot of these matches scheduled for Monday Night Raw, but due to time constraints, they couldn't pull all of these matches off. But we did also see a banger match between Ilya Dragunov and Ricochet. And I mean, I gotta pull the picture down for this because, oh my god, what a match that was last night. I was glued to my chair the entire time. Two great wrestlers, great high flyers. It was just a fantastic match between both of these guys. And I think Ilya Dragunov has a very bright future ahead of him. I mean, that H-bomb he pulled off the end of the match, the run across from the corner and just boom, elbow straight on the neck with the 1, 2, 3. I think that was amazing. Both great work from both these guys last night. The best match of the night, in my opinion. And the last match here was Jey Uso versus Finn Balor, which seen Jey Uso advancing to the next round. I thought that was a good match to open the show as well, but as we see here as the bracket stands, Dragunov will be facing Jey Uso next week on Monday Night Raw, and Gunther will be facing the winner of Kofi and Rey Mysterio, which that will be a banger match. I wish that was on TV as well, but you can't have it all. But I think this is going to be cool, and there are some early predictions for me. I think the final is going to be between Dragunov and Gunther. I think it would just be amazing to see that, or the final on Raw. I mean, not the final in general, because the SmackDown bracket hasn't started yet, and the winner from SmackDown's bracket and the winner from Raw's bracket will battle for the King of the Ring. So I think Gunther is my early odds-on favorite here. Obviously, they're running with the the General of the Ring, soon to be King of the Ring, which I really do love. And I think maybe if Dragunov can knock off Jey Uso, I mean, that would be a huge start to his career, just to get wins over guys like Ricochet, who's currently a Speed champion, and Jey Uso, who just wrestled for the World Heavyweight Championship, one of the biggest stars in the industry. So I think it would be cool to see Dragunov versus Gunther, take it back to their NXT UK days when they used to have a rivalry. I think it would be a fun one to watch. But I want to hear your guys' predictions on who you think is going to win King of the Ring, or who's going to make it to the finals from the Raw side. Let me know down below in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys. But we're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Amari. He says, Kane was a true monster in the ring, in my top 5 all time. And I couldn't agree with you more, Amari. I think Kane, the big red monster, the big red machine, one of my favorites of all time too, just growing up watching wrestling. This guy was a monster. The Brothers of Destruction, I mean, he was just so fun. He always had those Inferno matches, which were cool as well. So I think it's fun to put him in your top 5 of all time, because he's up there for me as well. But I want to hear your guys' top 5s down below in the comment section. You might be featured on the next comment of the day. And while you're down there, make sure to leave a like, drop a subscription to the channel. It's completely free, and we're going to be here every day, keeping you up to date on everything that's happening around the wrestling world. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to check out a video we did yesterday talking about Kevin Owens' contract situation, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, Casey. We'll catch you in the next one.